So Lil Wayne responded to that in a tweet. You see that? Wheezy. He said right here, man, what did I do? I just be chilling and they still come for my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let the giants sleep. I beg you all. No one really wants destruction, not even me. But I shall destroy if disturbed. On me, love. Ooh, is Wayne calling out Kendrick? This Kendrick Lamar album is bigger than just an album. The GNX that just came out, like I heard some people say, this is not just an album, but this is a revolution. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a message that's being sent. It's very important for hip hop. And let me tell you why. There's so many reasons why, but I'm gonna try to see if I can just, bring up the most important facts. One of the main facts is that we have a lot of industry plants that we're aware of that are in hip hop right now. And they're not really saying anything in the music. I think that was kind of like the whole purpose of the beef between Drake and Kendrick, was that you ain't really a rapper, you're just a pop star that's pretending to be a rapper. There's a lot of rappers that are in the industry that are about that. And Kendrick is like the only rapper that's really rapping at a mainstream level. I'm just going through the track list right now. But, there's so many gems on this album. I think we all can agree that, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody loves, of course, Squabble Up. I'm feeling Whacked Out Murals. Hey Now. We can all agree on the Tupac tribute, Reincarnated. Everybody loves that one. I'm just getting texts right now from some of the homies that are saying that song is 10 out of 10. One of the greatest songs ever written. Some people are saying that this is one of the greatest hip-hop rap songs that are ever written. The list goes on, man. But can we also talk about Turn the TV Off? With the DJ Mustard. Genius. It's like, he didn't even put Not Like Us on this album, which I'm sure a lot of people were wanting. But he gave us, you want that sound? You want that feel? Here you go. We can't get mad at this, man. I've listened to pretty much every single Kendrick Lamar album, just as I'm sure a lot of people have. He's definitely one of my favorite rappers. I've already thought that he could possibly be in my top 10, but after this album that just dropped, I believe that he's definitely in my top 10 now. And I'm also hearing rumors that he's gonna drop another album by the Super Bowl. And if this album is better than this album GNX that he just dropped, then he's definitely going to be a top 10 rapper, I believe. Possibly top 5. And some of you out here that are Eminem fans were saying that Eminem had the album of the year. I don't think so, man. I think Kendrick topped that, man. This is a West Coast banger bop, just high tempo, aggressive, in your face, West Coast, LA, Compton, gang-banging shit, man. You can't deny that. This album is tough. This takes me back to like Nas, Wu-Tang, Outkast. That feeling that you got when you listen to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, those of you out there that are real hip hop heads, you know what I mean? Like, that feeling that you got when you heard those albums. I haven't been getting that feeling from a lot of rappers, man. A lot of these rappers that were out here haven't been getting that feeling, man. But Kendrick, when he dropped this album, especially when he was, coming with that Tupac energy, it was just like, yo, man. And then what he's talking about too, like how he's talking about the Bible. He's talking about, his mind focus, his mentality, all that stuff that you don't really hear no more in music. It's so refreshing to hear some real hip hop and to hear somebody who's out there who's just really rapping. And I want to also add this. If you guys haven't noticed by now that are into hip hop and rap and the music industry, Kendrick has changed the music industry. It's changed. He's showing you right now that you do not need to be on a record label to make money and to do what you love to do. He's showing you, man. He did his contract with Aftermath Interscope. He did his contract. He dropped his albums. And now it seems like, man, he seems like he's more on fire now that he took the independent route. Yo, it's getting crazy, man. Like, he's showing you there's no marketing plan, there's no promotion. I'm just gonna record the album, record it the way I like it, feature whoever I want, no big features. He's actually bringing up and coming homies from his hood. And he's just dropping it. He's just doing a post on Twitter, just letting you know, hey, the album's out, go peep it. Dropped it at what, 9 a.m., 10 a.m. on a Friday? When most people are dropping their album at midnight, he's like, I'm gonna drop my album first thing in the morning. And I'm not even gonna tell y'all that it's coming or this is coming. You know, he gave us little hints, you know, with the Squabble Up in the beginning of Not Like Us and stuff like that. But then he just came out and he just dropped it. Pure genius, man. He's changing the game of how record companies used to do this. You know, now, yes, I understand he's famous enough to where he can do that. So he might not have to have the whole marketing plan and the whole business plan and the whole promo and all this and that. But Kendrick has proven that you don't really need all of that to do what you want to do. All you need is a following. You just need to build your following up. That's it. And that's what I feel that I am learning from Kendrick's moves more than anything, is to build your fan base and to control your own empire and don't rely on the record industry or others to tell you how to run your empire. Kendrick is so big right now and running the game right now that I think he could literally, you know, not even have to even worry about being on Instagram or Twitter and all that stuff. He could just have everybody go to his website and just say, hey, my album's right here on my website, come buy it. I mean, isn't that what Ye did with Vultures? He didn't put his album on streaming platforms, or I think he tried to, and then Spotify took it down because of all the anti-Semitic rhymes and stuff. Then he was just like, just go buy it on my website. All I'm trying to say is that Kendrick has changed the game, and that this is bigger than just a rap album. This is bigger than just a West Coast album. For those of you that are paying attention, this is a movement, yo. This is like, yo, something that we gotta really recognize, that we are witnessing a very special time in hip hop. I feel like it's shifting right now. I feel like all those commercial raps, all you mumble rappers, I know all you mumble rappers out there, like no disrespect, but like Future, all y'all out there, 21 Savage, all you industry plants out there, Jack Harlow, Ice Spice, Sexy Red. I know y'all gotta be listening to this and being like, yo. I mean, look at the fact that like how Drake had Sexy Red on some of his projects. And it's like, she ain't even a real rapper, man. You just put her on your project just because she was hot right now, and you just trying to chase the buzz, like getting Yeet and all these young rappers that everybody listens to. Even Joe Budden had to check you on that, man. Go hang out with some people your own age. Did y'all see the tweet by Lil Wayne, by the way? I want to bring that part up too, because you know Lil Wayne had to respond because Kendrick put a line in there on the, I believe it was the Whacked Out Murals, where he says that after he got chosen for the Super Bowl, that everybody's kind of low-key hating on him. He even thinks possibly Lil Wayne. So Lil Wayne responded to that in a tweet. You see that? Wheezy. He said right here, man, what did I do? I just be chilling and they still come for my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let the giants sleep. I beg you all. No one really wants destruction, not even me. But I shall destroy if disturbed. On me, love. Ooh, is Wayne calling out Kendrick? But we didn't forget, Wayne, that you made a video of you on Instagram crying about how you felt disappointed in yourself and how you feel like you need to work harder. Yo, there's a lot of people that have gone to your shows that said that you be getting too high and you be forgetting your lyrics. I have friends that went to the Beyonce concert. I mean, if you don't believe me, y'all can go search right now, Beyonce Lil Wayne concert, where he goes on stage and he's like, man, he's smoking a blunt. He's like, oh, he forgot his lyrics. He even tells the whole crowd. I think the show was at the Crypto Arena too. It wasn't a small show. Told the whole crowd of probably like 20, 30,000 people that he couldn't remember his lyrics. You don't think that Beyonce told Jay-Z that? And Jay-Z's the one who's in charge of the halftime show? You don't think he got note of that? It's like, come on, man. You got to be able to put on a show too. You can't just be a rapper. Listen, no disrespect to Wayne, because I know that we got all the Wheezy stands out there to get upset at me for talking trash about Wayne. I think he's been consistent for a little bit, and he definitely got some bangers. But do I consider Wayne a top tier rapper like a Kendrick? No. I mean, to this, it sounds like to me that Wayne is possibly calling out Kendrick now. It's like, yo, man, he pretty much destroyed your boy Drake. I would chill on that, Wayne. I would chill on that, man. Yeah, this is a big movement, man. This is a big movement, and I think a lot of people need to recognize that Kendrick is creating a shift in hip-hop. Most definitely, for sure. I love how he says in the one lyric, I think right now, my favorite song on this album, I got a few, but my favorite is TV Off. I think that's my favorite song on this album so far. Yeah, where he says, few solid niggas left, but not enough. Few bitches that really step, but not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I hate a bitch that hate on a bitch and they both hoes. I hate a nigga hating on niggas and they both broke. I mean, he's putting knowledge out there. I mean, there's so many lines in this album that I could just go through. I know, we all know. I mean, the part where he talked about a white comedian shouldn't speak on a black woman. Was that a shot at Andrew Schultz? Who knows, man? There's so much stuff that he's saying on this album. She look good, but she ain't got no taste. Woo! I mean, used to bump the Carter 3. I held my Rolly chain proud. Irony. I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. This is it right here. This is the part I was looking for. Got a big mouth, but lack big ideas. Woo! Fire. Fire, man. That was one of my favorite lines of the whole album, man. Got a big mouth, but lack big ideas. Yo, it's almost like his album is up there with only a few rappers. There's only a few rappers that I feel, Jay-Z's another one, Nas is definitely another one, but there's only a few rappers out there that I feel that when I listen to their albums, it's like I'm reading a book and I'm getting all this information. It's not like I'm just listening to the album and, you know, people are partying, because that's the kind of music that is really controlling the mainstream. So that's what I'm saying. It's so refreshing for someone like Kendrick to come out and be in the mainstream, but like, hey, nah, man, I got something to say. It's so beautiful to see, you know, and I feel like when I listen to his album, I feel like I'm getting knowledge, I'm getting information, I'm learning something, I'm getting some wisdom, like, oh yeah, that's a good point. That's something that I should think about. That's something that I should consider. So I'm telling you, man, I know y'all listening to the album. It's big right now. It's hot. It's going to be hot. He gave us some new tracks for the Super Bowl. We cannot deny that Kendrick is one of the best.